Hi everyone, happy Friday. I have in front of me the Signature Signs subscription box. I'm going to be painting a few samples, so I just thought I would show you what we're up to. And if you haven't seen this kit before, this Signature Sign DIY box comes out quarterly. It is 4 times a year, so you get 3 new signs for 3 seasons. And if you're watching us here live too, let us know where you're watching from. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me as well. In this kit, we have our pumpkin spice and everything nice for fall. We have thankful and grateful for Thanksgiving, and then trick or treat for Halloween. So you have 1 sign for the next 3 months. So it comes with 3 different colors, and in this kit, you get the 1 ounce of white and black and our rustic orange. So those 3 colors are interchangeable and work perfect for this time of year. I've decided that today I'm going to paint the pumpkin spice and everything nice. So I chose the orange background, which obviously I painted in advance. And then we also have thankful and grateful. I thought I would do white with the black lettering, and trick or treat is the black with the white. So I'll just demonstrate one for you today. This kit also comes with 2 of our Homeworks Etc. 1-inch brushes, and these are reusable, so definitely wash them. So of course these kits you can paint all at once, or you can paint 1 every month. Totally depends on what kind of DIYer you are. And then I have a box with wreath here as well, so I'm going to show you afterwards how you can display these. But with these signs, you can put them on a mantle, put them on a shelf, in your kitchen. Really, they're so versatile, you can put them anywhere.
Paula says hi and from New Jersey.
Hey Paula, how's it going? So this subscription box, I think you're going to be getting it in the mail soon too, aren't you, Paula? The pumpkin spice, everything nice. We have the pumpkin chai candle. It's lit in the background, so it smells amazing in here. And if you are a subscriber to our deluxe box, that's the candle you're gonna get. So it kind of all coordinates with our theme. With these stencils, these are one-time use stencils. You need to do a little bit of prep just by rubbing the top of the stencil, just to make sure all these little tiny centers adhere to the top of the vinyl. And that way, I'm just using my fingernail. You can use a credit card if you want. Don't go too crazy hard with it though, because it will warp the vinyl. It is a very pliable material, and that is enough. We do a lot of the prep work in advance for you. This grid side here, you peel off, and you want to just make sure that everything is on the sticky side. You want this clean. You don't want any of your centers, and if you do get any centers, you can just put the material back and rub it into place, because you want to make sure everything is on the table side here, and it is very sticky, so you want to make sure that it stays on the tabletop. We're using right now it's just a sheet of paper as a drop cloth. If this were to stick to the paper, that's kind of where it would stay, so we want to just make sure that the sticky side stays up. And I do this because the stencil is actually the same size as the wood, and the wood, has a keyhole on the back. So you can use this to hang on the wall if you want. So do make sure that the stencil is facing the right way. And I didn't paint the backs. I don't really take the extra time to do that. And I like to line up my wood with the stencil. I prefer this way. That way I have complete control. And I'm standing now, which also helps me with placement. So if you're sitting, sometimes standing is more helpful. And because it is, look, it completely lined up. And now I'm just gonna rub those centers of the vinyl. And now I think this is upside down for you guys, but you get the point. And then you want to peel that transfer tape. This is a paper transfer tape, and again you want to go slow, making sure that there's nothing on this side, that you want all those little tiny centers. Oh, see, I peeled it up a little bit too fast, so I'm just going to go back and just make sure that I put that into place. See, I've done this a million times, and even things like this happen to me. And you just want to make sure that there's no bubbling. This transfer tape actually is super helpful. You can even like, I don't know, I'm not so much of a perfectionist anymore, but you can put that into place just to cover the little gap that I created. As you can see here, there's a little bit of a hairline. You can also use the transfer tape to cover that up too. So if you are crazy with the paintbrush and you think you might get paint, use this transfer tape. That's what it's for. And now this lower gap is completely, so I'm gonna face this so it's facing you. Now here's the trick with any vinyl stencils, with any of our kits. So I have a 1-inch brush here, and these are our Homeworks Etc. brushes. As you can see, I've gotten many, many uses out of this. I dipped it into the white paint. You don't need very much paint at all. So don't want any drips. You want to wipe the excess off on the side of the jar. I actually just have mine on a plate here. You can wipe the excess off. You can also blot it off on a paper towel. That is helpful to have as well. So as you can see, this is almost like a dry brush. So there's not much paint on there at all. And I'm just gonna go left to right, right to left. It really, honestly, you can go in circles. It doesn't matter what direction. I'm not putting any pressure at all on the brush. And the reason why I do this is because I would love for this to have crisp lines and try to avoid that paint bleeding as well. So hardly any paint, and you just want a really thin coat to get a good coverage there. It is light, that's what I want. You're gonna see some of the orange coming through there a little bit still. So I'm gonna let that dry completely and add a second coat. So what's great about adding a light coat is that it's gonna dry really quickly as well. So I'm just gonna put this aside. If you are making all 3 signs all at once, you don't have to wait for paint to dry because you'd be working on your other signs as you were moving along. So we'll just wait for that to dry. Where do I put this? I'll just put this there. Can you see this boxwood wreath here? This is one of our Homeworks Etc. boxwood wreaths. It measures about 19 inches round, and the back has this grapevine wreath where they're attached to, so you can hang this indoors, you can hang it on your front door. Super versatile because this is great for all the seasons. And these wood signs here are great. You can see it's a perfect size. Our 16-inch signs fit really nicely and they're great for hanging. So once your sign is painted, you can just switch it out in our boxwood wreath. That is an additional purchase, and it comes with this string, which we have another video as well. This is jute, and it helps you to tie your sign to your wreath. We'll put the link maybe to that video to show you how to do that as well. And there are other wreath kits that you can purchase too. It also comes with burlap. So the burlap you can use to hang. And again, super neutral. So it is great for all the seasons as well. And you can kind of crinkle this up. You can leave it big and chunky, just depending on how you prefer it. And I know Lisa here in the store ties it really nicely in a knot, and then you can secure it how you like it. You can also just leave it really loose. I wrap mine around the top of my door, my front door, and then actually just screw it right into the core of my door. The core of your wood door, even if it's a metal door, is made out of wood. So you can screw it in no problem. And then you can just cut the excess burlap so you don't see it from the inside of your house. Really easy way. Then you don't have any metal hangers to scratch your door. So that's a little tip for you right there. And then I'm gonna go back here. This is completely dry to the touch. There's nothing on my hands. So I'm gonna add a second coat now, and I'm gonna do exactly the same thing as I did the first time. Don't use very much paint. And as you can see, that second coat is going on a lot deeper. You can see it's more of a solid white color now. And again, less is best. You don't want to use a lot of paint. And you can go back and forth, left to right. You can go in circles. There. So you'll have lots of extra paint in your kits. I'm gonna let this dry. I'm just gonna take off that transfer paper, and then I'll show you how to remove your stencil. Again, it's a one-time use. So once this is dry, it's gonna rip and tear. And I just realized I need a little picking tool. Actually, I can borrow this one from the kit. So in your kit, you get sandpaper. I did sand these down with a 400 grit sandpaper before I added my stencil. And it comes with a toothpick, so you can actually just use this to help you pick out all the little centers. And it's still wet, so it's not ready. I always wait till it's completely dry to the touch before I remove the stencil. That way I know I won't smudge any paint. There, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to post them below. Don't take a blow dryer. Do not fast track it by grabbing a blow dryer, because that will activate the adhesive in the vinyl and it'll all start to bubble. And then that glue on the back of the adhesive will actually stick to your paint on your wood sign. So try to avoid ever using blow dryers for this process. Okay, so just take your one corner and peel away. This is the rustic orange paint. And you can just lift off those little centers there. And there you have it. So I'll just peel away some of those. If you need to, you can use your toothpick to help you peel away any of those centers. There we go. Excellent. So I won't make you watch me do the rest of this. And I hope you found this helpful. We'll put the links below so that you can learn more about our subscription box. You can also head to our website at homeworksetc.ca. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you. Bye.